Drink your milk, kids.
I don't want milk. Milk's for babies.
Yeah, babies.
Oh, yeah? Well, I happen to know that milk helps build strong bones. So drink up.
Well, Mr. Miller told me he never drinks milk. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hi, kids.
Oh, that's not good.
Got milk.
The Satan in the White House will be defeated.
This is dairy. It comes from the breast milk of a pregnant cow.
It takes too long to heal. Deadly manure.
Currently, the United States Department of Agriculture recommends each American consume 3 cups of dairy a day. The reasoning? It's one of the most nutritionally dense substances we have. But the growing body of evidence is showing us that dairy is far from healthy. In fact, dairy is the #1 source of saturated fat and cholesterol in the US diet. Is it any wonder that 50 million Americans and 3/4 of the world's population is lactose intolerant?
But I have actually seen illness caused by your guidelines. The vast majority of people of color in this country are intolerant of the lactose that's in milk.
Based upon the scientific evidence, I would like to urge you to rethink the prominent role of dairy in the upcoming 2020 guidelines.
We are the only species that continues to consume dairy after the age of weaning, and the dairy that we consume is that of another mammal, which makes 0 sense.
But our families are experiencing unprecedented rates of diet-related disease, and they're affecting our children younger and younger, with this generation of children being the first in over 200 years to have a predicted lifespan shorter than that of their parents.
Eating dairy products for the nutrients is equivalent to inhaling cigarette smoke for its oxygen content. It's not a good idea. So I want to encourage you, get the racism out, get the dairy out. Please do your job. Thank you.
Currently, the 2020 Dietary Guidelines for America is being produced. The law requires the dietary guidelines be based on the current body of nutrition science, and for the first time in history, this process has been made transparent to the public. Numerous dietitians and nutritional experts have made the recommendations. Many have asked for dairy to be removed from the guidelines. This is in addition to the 12,000 doctors calling for clear outlines of the health dangers of dairy products, including heart disease, cancer, and lactose intolerance.
Your cells use cholesterol as a building material. Over time, a lot of cholesterol can build up inside the walls of your arteries. A buildup of cholesterol causes fatty streaks to form in your arteries. This is part of a process called atherosclerosis, which narrows and stiffens the arteries. The longer the cholesterol sits in the artery walls, the harder it gets. Eventually, a fatty streak can get so large and hard that it cracks, causing a clot to form around the crack. This clot can block the artery, causing a heart attack or stroke. It's never too late to make changes to protect your heart. Think about your future, being there for your family, your plans and dreams.
It's certainly not the time to allow any part of the food industry to influence dietary guidelines. Now is a time for bold, evidence-based dietary guidelines that put the health of our children and our families first.